Okay, our opponent chose to, wow, we have an interesting hand. Our opponent chose to play, we're definitely keeping. We have two of our best cards, as well as the card we splashed for and the land to play it. Our opponent is on something white. Probably a deck with a lot of flyers. We did pass quite a few, so that means this Gargoyle Sentinel might be doing work. Also, anybody we see with islands has to be considered a potential candidate for that Leviathan we passed. So, anyways, we're gonna curve into the Sentinel and then probably play the Troll. Normally we'd leave up mana to regenerate the Troll, but it's unlikely that a white-blue deck can kill it with damage. This deck's pretty slow. I'm a little worried. There's not a whole lot of good instants. I guess he could have like Mana Leak, but if he Mana Leaks a Gargoyle Sentinel, I think I'm okay with that. I'm not okay with him Mana Leaking a Cudgel Troll. If he doesn't play anything next turn, assuming I stick the Sentinel, then I'll probably just animate and bash. So, I mean, he could have like Condemn or something. We would, want to play around if we can. Okay, he does not have the Mana Leak, or he surely would have used it there. I think he's just either flooded or doesn't have a very good hand. And if he doesn't have the Mana Leak and doesn't play anything, it might be time to roll out the Cudgel Troll. Especially because if he has the Mind Control we passed, we have the Acidic Slime, so we don't really have to worry about it. Although if he doesn't play a land this turn or next turn, I'm definitely sliming his island away and just getting him. But that's thinking too far ahead. So let's see. Hopefully we draw like a Chandra's Outrage here. This card has not been very good for us because our opponents have been playing slow decks. Like, it's a good 3-drop if they're trying to get aggressive with you, but if they're just trying to, it's not something good to curve into if they're on a stalled start and you want to punish them, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Our opponent seems to have taken his leave, so we will pause the video for him. Okay, we are back. He did hit his drop, and he does have the Assault Griffin, so game on, I guess. And we'll be happy to match that with a Cudgel Troll. Our Gargoyle Sentinel will eventually trade with the Griffin, which is nice. In the meantime, we just want to apply enough pressure that we can, make him pay. I'm wondering if we shouldn't just slime the island here. Like, it's not the best play, but if we, I'm really not sure. If he has Condemn, if we slime the island and then he has Condemn, our clock is so slow. Oh, it looks like we'll be drawing the Cudgel Troll again. That works, I guess. So our plays now are slime the island and then play Cudgel Troll next turn, hold up Gargoyle Sentinel and trade with, we could attack with Gargoyle Sentinel, but then we wouldn't be able to make any other play. We could also just play the Greater Basilisk. It depends on if we think he has a counterspell or not. Playing the slime now is only bad if he has like Mind Control later, but he'd still need 2 islands to cast it. Cudgel Troll is the best play unless we think he's drawn a Mana Leak. Could also hedge and play the Basilisk, which is big enough to start getting in, but not so critical that we'll be wrecked if he has like Flash Freeze or Mana Leak. We could assassinate the Griffin, but again, we don't get any other plays out of that. I think we're going to attack with the Ranger first. just to see what he does. Yeah, our play is to drop Cudgel Troll. He didn't have, well, he didn't have a way to kill it last time, or to counter it last time, so we're going to hope he hasn't drawn into a mana leak. And he drew into a mana leak. Well, that stinks. So, next turn I guess we'll probably slime him off his island, so that he can't do that to us anymore. And, man, this Assault Griffin's doing work, because it's going to get us for 3 next turn, too, if we make this line of play. I guess eventually we'll do the Cyclops Gladiator thing and just get him. It is a little greedy to use this on the island, but there's a lot of things that are blue that I passed, like Mind Control and Stormtide Leviathan, that I really just don't want him to be able to play. And getting the 2/2 out there helps us. Like next turn we can attack, and if we don't draw the mountains, we can just leave our Gargoyle Sentinel back to block. I think this limits our options, or limits his options after this turn. Also, a blue-white deck is not going to have a lot of reach, so we can go a little bit lower than we would normally be comfortable with just to get him. Hopefully he doesn't have like Land Sun Titan or some, like Sun Titan would be awful because Assassinate can't even kill that. Squadron Hawk. Sure. How many you got? Just the other one? That's not so bad. That card's overrated. But look, it's just 2 1/1 flyers. Everybody talking about how good it is. The bad thing is that he could trade both for Acidic Slime. I suppose that isn't great for us. But I don't think we have a choice. We could Fireball. Let's see. We could Fireball for 2 and 2. But that's a sorcery. And then he would just, yeah, it's not good. Plus, we're gonna kill him with the Fireball. That's what we really want to do. If we play the Basilisk, we can't use the Sentinel. If we assassinate the Griffin, we can use the Sentinel. I think that's what we're gonna do. I think we're gonna beat down for 3 and see what he says. If he trades the Slime for both Hawks, then we know he doesn't really have a whole lot of, like, if he doesn't try to trade or anything, then he's probably going to try to use his flyers to get us, and then we need to take them off the table. So, play our Assassinate, leaving up green, green, red. And now he can't attack with his Hawks because we can use the Gargoyle Sentinel. And if we draw another mountain, we can play the Gladiator and hold up the Sentinel. So I think cutting him off blue there ended up being the right play. Although, I don't know. Could have just gotten lucky. Canyon Minotaur is not quite what I'm looking for. What I'm really looking for is something that can that costs 3 or less. Okay, he's going to trade away a Hawk, so that gives us a little more license to tap out. We're going to play the bigger guy first, because if we're not leaving up Gargoyle Sentinel anyway, then there's no reason not to play the best guy. No, he's finally got an island, so we might see like an Azure Drake here or something like that. We just need to get him an Ice Cage, okay. So I'm gonna make an interesting play here, and it might be lethal. I'm gonna Fireball my Greater Basilisk. Oh no, that's not gonna work. I was thinking like the Phantom play. I was thinking of like the Phantom Beast play where you can target the Phantom Beast and the player, and then the Beast dies and all the damage goes to the player. The Ice Cage is going to die, not this. I could do... I have only 6 mana, so I could do 4 damage. So I could do 2 to the Basilisk.